By the mention of her name, so many things will come into your mind: beauty, elegance, fashion, her explicit language, and most of it all her stunning smile at all moments on the screens. Betty Mutei Kyalo is a popular Kenyan news anchor, media personality, and a businesswoman. She was born in 1989 in Ongata Rongai Estate in Kajiado County, but spent her childhood and grew up in Nairobi. She attended Olerai Primary School and Uhuru Gardens Primary School for her primary education. She later joined Kangundo Girls High School for her secondary education. She then graduated from Daystar University with a bachelor's degree in mass communication. Betty Kyalo is the second born of her family, consisting of 3 girls and 1 son. It is mentioned that her mother and her siblings are her core family. Betty grew up in Ongata Rongai and Kahawa West and was raised by her mom. Even though her parents were separated, her father was still present in her life. She is the second born in a family of 4. She has an elder brother and 2 younger sisters. Growing up, she idolized veteran TV anchor Catherine Kasavuli. From the moment she discovered her, a young Betty Kyalo knew that she was also destined for television. Betty once said that she once wanted to become a nun because they looked so angelic and peaceful in church, but television was more appealing to her. She wanted it so much, she would practice reading the news in front of the mirror and read it out loud. While attending Kangundo Girls High School, Betty Kyalo continued to prepare for her future dream career in media by ensuring she performed well in English and Kiswahili. However, her life took an unexpected turn on 6th August in 2005 when she was informed something tragic happened. While crossing the road from railway station to Gill House in Nairobi, on her way to meet up with a friend for lunch, she was hit by a double M bus. She fell to the ground and she was dragged under. She broke her left elbow and jaw. She also fractured her collarbone and 4 ribs deflated her lungs, while also her face was grazed. Betty was then rushed to the hospital by Good Samaritans. She, however, could not walk, go to the toilet on her own, or even do basic stuff. This led to her being hospitalized for about 2 months. The injuries she sustained from the accident was so serious, her family was scared of how she would react when she saw her face. For a while, her brother and mother would not let her see her reflection because they knew how she would react. However, during the hospitalization period, one day she was taken for an X-ray and she caught a glimpse of her reflection. She immediately sank into depression. She felt like her life was over because she knew she could never be a news anchor. After undergoing 8 surgeries, Betty finally left the hospital in October 2005. She was a changed person and her friends noticed it. Betty had been a free spirit. She had a lot of friends, but for a while, she did not let her friends visit her. She just wanted to be alone. Not only did she have to learn to walk again, but she also had to learn to live with her badly bruised face. The doctors had advised her mother on grafting, which is surgically removing the skin from her thigh and adding it to the left side of her face, but she did not want Betty to go under the knife. This was because she had already had 8 surgeries in a span of 2 months. Betty spent the month of October recuperating at home and visiting lawyers to follow up on her case. She would walk in town and everyone would stare at her because of her funny-looking face. This traumatized her, forcing her to go for counseling to help her deal with the trauma. She then later returned to school in November to complete her studies. Luckily, the teachers and pupils were supportive and understanding, which helped her heal faster. The school management went out of its way and provided her with anything she needed to make her life in school more manageable. Slowly, she began to accept reality and moved on. Betty Kyalo started her career as an intern at KTN, and later she began Outer World, a segment which aired on Sunday night on KTN. It dealt with everything from car safety tips to fuel tips to car servicing. Betty developed into a vibrant, energetic, and highly professional news reporter and anchor that later landed her a major role in the Sunday show dubbed Sunday Night. The show was a success, and she later landed her show The Friday Briefing. Her show was responsible for giving its viewers a glimpse of major world and Kenyan events, interviewing several famous people. During her career as a news anchor, she has also won several awards. She won the Personality Award at the OLX Social Media Awards, where she beat non-media personalities like Jeff Koinange. Betty then quit KTN and joined K24 in December 2018 as a news anchor and also to run a program dubbed Up Close with Betty Kyalo and Weekend with Betty Kyalo. After joining K24 with all pomp and color in December 2018, Betty Kyalo announced her exit on 30th May 2020. She caught most of her viewers off guard while announcing that she was quitting K24 without delving into detail over the reason behind the move. As it stands, all signs indicate that Kyalo will now be concentrating on her YouTube channel, but the bigger question is, who will replace her and what impact will it have on K24 as a brand? Betty Kyalo is a mother of one daughter. She is the second daughter in the family of 3 girls and 1 boy. Little is known about the relationship she has with her siblings. However, she is very vocal about her mother's role in her life. She says that she was raised by a strong woman. Her parents were at one point separated, and according to Betty, the time her parents separated caused her to have inner struggle. Their family would later sort out their differences. However, Betty is divorced. She was married in 2015 to her then colleague in Standard Media, Dennis Okari. The news about their wedding went viral, and the news was highly welcomed by the duo's fans. The pair was compatible. They were both young, vibrant, talented, and they both had the same passion, media. The wedding did not disappoint. On 2nd October 2015, a Friday, the luxurious and private wedding took place. The couple did go on and have a child together, Ivana Okari. However, their marriage did not last. 6 months into the couple's married life, there were rumors that the marriage was not so perfect. There were rumors that the couple had separated. There was no one who actually knew why the marriage ended at the time. However, many people will point out infidelity. The two never confirmed the news, and they chose to keep their reasons private. What she could not keep private was the fact that the two were separated, and she even changed her name, removing Okari from the name. She also changed her marital status in social media platforms. She would later tweet confirming the split by saying that it was time for her to rebuild herself and to look into the future.